Here's a look back at the highlights of the Blancpain Sprint Series qualifying race here in Moscow. It was Nick Katzberg on pole position. At the start, it all got a little bit busy, and Markus Winkelhock from second on the grid was shuffled down the order. The Ferrari managed to make up places. Winkelhock was then shuffled down more as Jules Simkowiak slid into the side of the number 6 Phoenix Audi. The big news out of all of this, though, was that the championship-leading number 1 WRT had to retire from the race after contact at the start. There were great battles throughout the order as Winkelhock came under pressure from behind. Sergio Jimenez had a good first stint, getting the car from 10th up to 5th, and that would later become 4th by the end of the race. The dust being kicked up there through the left-hander of turn 8. Vincent Abril getting ready to take over, and there was a moment for Craig Dolby, and then into the pit, Brazilian BMW. And they had a really strong performance in the end, and as did the number 55 McLaren. They had a problem with their front left, and that meant that they lost a number of positions. In came the race leaders, and out eventually went the McLaren, and Albert von Turnentaxis there looking pretty excited to take over. He did take over. That was a good move from Sean Walkinshaw, forcing his way past Alexei Vasiliev. The number 6 car of Markus Winkelhock was sliding around and ended up sliding a little bit too much, but no one could stop Albert von Turnentaxis, who was extending his advantage up at the front. The battle was on behind for 4th and 5th positions. Enzo Eid would lose out to the 0 BMW. That was Markus Winkelhock spinning right at the last closing couple of laps. But it was Albert von Turnentaxis and Nicky Katzberg who came through the final corner to take the checkered flag and to take their first win of the season. And von Turnentaxis and Katzberg actually their first win in the Blancpain Sprint Series. Second place for Norbert Siedler and Marco Seefried, but absolute delight in Parc Fermé for Albert von Turnentaxis and Nick Katzberg. They embrace each other and were over the moon, and they're going to be starting on pole position for the main race, which is coming up a little bit later on. Second place for Marco Seefried and Norbert Siedler. You can see the congratulations there. But third place for Maximilian Buch and Vincent Abril is just what they need as they try and get their championship challenge back on track this weekend here in Moscow. So, wonderful performance from Albert von Turnentaxis and Nick Katzberg. They take victory in the qualifying race here at Moscow Raceway.